2020 seems to be a rather auspicious year for D-segment car launches. Early in the year, we ushered in the arrival of the 10th generation Honda Accord, and then halfway through the year, the Passat facelift arrived, and now we have a Korean contender in the form of the Hyundai Sonata. And this one is sure to pique your interest more than ever before. The 8th generation Hyundai Sonata arrives in Malaysia in one variant only, that being the 2.5 Premium. This baby is fully imported from Korea and it is priced at 207,000 ringgit. That is the full retail price, guys. But the good news is the first 50 units will be sold at an introductory price of 190,000 ringgit. And the price, of course, is inclusive of the SST exemption, but you still, pay 50% of sales tax because this is fully imported. Now, I'm sure you must be thinking, 200,000 ringgit for a D-segment car from Korea seems a little bit outrageous. Well, I agree because for one, it is quite a considerable leap coming from the previous generation top spec Sonata LF, the 2.0 Executive. At the time, the car retailed at 154,000 ringgit. So this makes this Sonata 53,000 ringgit more expensive. But I think the price is somewhat justifiable the deeper we get into this walk around video. So don't exit this video yet, just stay tuned because I think you're gonna like the car more than you think. Design-wise, I personally think the Sonata is a stunner. I mean, it looks super distinctive. It doesn't look like any other car out there and certainly, stands out from the rest of the usual suspects. And fun fact, it's actually the first ever Hyundai model to be based on the new sensuous sportiness design language. I mean, some of the cars based on the sensuous sportiness design language can look a little bit controversial, but the Sonata has the proportions to make all these flowing lines and random kinks and body indentations all work very seamlessly together. So I think this car can really pull off sensuous sportiness. I mean, look at all the lines. These definitely add so much more to the manufacturing cost. So yeah. Up front, yeah, you get the typical huge cascading grille. I mean, everyone's doing the whole wide big grille thing, so why not go all out? But I have two features up front here that I really like about the car, and it starts with the bonnet. Notice that there is no shut line here. Normally when you open the bonnet, there's like a gap of plastic here. None of those nonsense here. This makes the car look a lot more premium, and it shows that Hyundai's manufacturing abilities can overcome stuff like pedestrian and crash safety laws. So this is a big plus, and I think it is very underrated. You guys should know that this is a very difficult thing to achieve. Number two, the LED daytime running lights graduate seamlessly into the chrome lines, and the softening effect you see here is achieved by a laser etching perforation process. The lights are full LED units as you would expect from a car in this class, and around the side, it sits on a rather nice set of 18-inch multi-spoke dual-tone alloy wheels wrapped with 235/45 profile Continental Premium Contact 6 tires. Towards the back, it gets this nice sloping roof design which blends very nicely into the boot, which has an integrated spoiler, sort of a ducktail spoiler. And when viewed from the side, it looks really sharp. It has this deep kink. And notice that on top of each LED taillight cluster, you get 6 fins. This is for the aerodynamic package, and it bodes well for the entire streamlined design, Together with an underbody tray, all that combined, it gives the car a drag coefficient rating of 0.27, and I think that figure is the best in class. The whole premium narrative is also evident with the use of top-mounted LED third brake lights, which I like, and other details also include the huge Sonata script, a reverse camera, 4 reverse parking sensors, plus an integrated diffuser. Now, notice anything missing? The exhaust pipes actually, because they are deliberately hidden and kept from view so it looks cleaner and neater. So if you want to, look at other stuff, you can shift your gaze to the LED taillights. These are full LED units with the whole wraparound effect, so it's nice. Or, the really strong shoulder line or the fancy door handles. I don't know. But what you should know is that there are 6 available colors, including this Nocturne Grey, which is one of 6. So the others being white cream, the other one is shimmering silver, you've got Oxford Blue, Midnight Black, as well as Flame Red. Oh, can't believe I remember them all. Not bad. So yeah, let's go check out the interior. Inside, the cabin looks fantastic, okay? To start, you have 3 color schemes to choose from, but that depends on the exterior color. So it's not like you can choose this color cabin with a specific color of your exterior. No, it's not a mix and match kind of thing, but you know, all that aside, I really love this two-tone tan on black dash. I think this alone elevates the whole perceived quality and the premium feeling you get out of a D-segment car. And I have to say, this is by far the best looking D-segment car, even better than the Volkswagen Passat, guys. The other 2 colors are black as well as a two-tone gray with white leather seats. So that's also quite interesting. Now, in terms of quality, I think I've got to say, Hyundai has done a pretty good job here. You've got soft touch plastics up top here, leather dashboard, but some use of hard but still high quality plastics here and on top of the dashboard and here on the sides of the lower center console. But you know, it's not too bad. I think it's slightly better than the Japanese rivals. And what I think is also better than the Japanese rivals is this whole cockpit. You've got this 2-spoke leather steering wheel. It's got a slight grey tint to it, so that's nice. This is a 12.3-inch fully digital instrument cluster, and it's got a few neat tricks, which I'll get to that in a bit. And in the middle is an 8-inch display with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto support. But just keep in mind that this is not the larger 10.25-inch display that is available in other markets. But otherwise, fantastic cabin. I think I really am in awe. And you've got really nice details such as these neural dials as well as the tip of the signal stop. So nice. Further down, you get 4 very slim air vents, and I like the uniformity of it, so it looks neat in that sense. And here you've got dual zone automatic climate control. Further down, 2 USB charging ports, one 12-volt socket, and one of the USB ports is actually for the wired connection for your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And there's also a Qi wireless charging pad. This is pretty big, and it even comes with a cooling function so your smartphone doesn't overheat from wirelessly charging. Now, this center console is a break from convention. I like how it floats over, well, this base panel over here, and you don't get the traditional gear stick, you know. So you got these 4 buttons, P, R, and D, and it's a shift-by-wire system. And the D, or the drive button, even has a ridge. So over time, operating this becomes a little bit more second nature. I wouldn't say intuitive, but you're gonna ease into the whole operation. So I really dig that, Hyundai. Congratulations, I suppose. I bought into your gimmick. Other things include this drive mode switch that lets you choose between Smart, Eco, Comfort, and Sport. So a total of 4 drive modes. And you also have electronic parking brake with auto hold function, surround view monitor, head-up display that is projected onto the windscreen, and that's nice, as well as a 10-way powered driver seat with lumbar adjustability and 2 memory functions. The front passenger seat is also powered, but it only has 4-way adjustability, and there is also a powered panoramic sunroof. At the back, as you can see, it is pretty spacious, almost as good as the Camry, if not just as good. But I have to say, the Accord and the Passat do give you slightly better legroom. And in terms of the sloping roofline, I don't think it bothers me at all because I am about 172 cm tall. I've got a rather short torso, so your mileage might differ. But as far as seating position goes, I am very happy with the way this feels, so I am sure some of you big bosses won't mind spending a few hours back here. Just to let you know, this is my driving position. That's about, well, 2 full fists like that, and it's really great. Seat comfort is great, the support for the back is great, and you've got padding that go all the way to the edges here like the Accord, except I feel like it's more solidly built here. And man, it's just great. And since we're talking about size, I gotta mention to you that this guy measures about 4.9 meters long, and it is wider and sits lower than the Accord and the Passat, and as well as the Camry. So it's almost class leading as far as that goes. Plus, it has the longest wheelbase compared to all the other 3. So not bad, Hyundai. Now, time for some extra details. At the back, you get twin air vents, no blower controls or all that, so completely dependent up front. None in the B pillars as well. You have one USB charging port down here, not a 12-volt socket, and this awkwardly placed armrest with two cubbies. I say awkward because it's a little bit high. Maybe I'm just not too tall or whatever, it's just weird. And boot space, you get 510 liters, no spare tire, although it comes with a tire repair kit. But in terms of sheer volume, it is only 13 liters more than a Toyota Camry and quite a bit less, maybe like 70, 80 liters less than the Honda Accord and the Volkswagen Passat. But having said that, I think the packaging is just great. I mean, just look at the cabin. I mean, just look at this detailing. You get this nice chrome trim piece that looks like a single piece. It's like a repeat of the design motif outside. And this center door handle here, you don't have a cutout, guys. It's nicely hidden here. So, well done again, man. Sounds like I'm gushing. Oh, by the way, LED lights, bro. A card? What? Hey. Under the bonnet, you get a new 2.5-liter naturally aspirated SmartStream engine. This is an MPI unit making 180 PS as well as 232 Newton meters of torque. Now, that is slightly lower than what the US version mill gets. That's a 2.5-liter engine, same engine, but it's gasoline direct injection. And that guy makes about 193 PS and 245 Newton meters of torque. There is also a turbocharged 1.6-liter engine and a turbocharged 2-liter engine, but we might not get them. We might, who knows. And we also don't get the 8-speed automatic that is available in the US. Instead, we get a 6-speed automatic that drives the front wheels, and since there is no Tiptronic function, you get pedal shifters instead. Oh, also, by the way, the official reason for the introduction of the 2.5-liter MPI engine is due to fuel quality concerns, because they said that if they brought in the 2.5 GDI, the fuel quality that we have here is going to eventually clog up the ejectors and therefore damage the engine. So whether you buy that or not, it's entirely up to you. Now, I want to talk a little bit about safety, or the lack thereof, because unfortunately the Sonata doesn't come with Hyundai's SmartSense advanced driver assist systems. So you don't get stuff like autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, or lane centering assist. But what you do get is a very smart feature called blind spot view monitor, and it uses the two side cameras built onto the underside of the side wing mirrors, and they project a 50-degree field of view onto the instrument display. This is very much like Honda Lane Watch, except you get the visual feeds from two sides, and they are displayed on the instrument display in correspondence to the direction and not on the infotainment screen. Now that is smart. So I think that is about it for this quick walk around of the Hyundai Sonata. What do you think of the car? Would you spend 207,000 ringgit or 190,000 ringgit for the Sonata, or would you rather spend your money elsewhere on maybe like an SUV or its rivals, the Honda Accord, or let us know in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked our video today, be sure to subscribe for more meaningful content like this in the future. And until then, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.